channel. We have our weekly fitness update. It's kind of an interesting week. First, I want to say today is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, so it's unbelievable how much time has flown by, how much craziness has kind of happened in the world since then. I think we all remember those days. I know for me, I was working at Foot Locker as a general manager back then, and I was driving into work, and I remember hearing Howard Stern talking about a plane crash in the building, and my wife was off the day, and I called her, and I was like, holy cow, did you hear about this? And by the time I got into work, we realized it was a terrorist attack and kind of all the craziness that was happening that day. You know, I always remember the time right after that. And for me, it was interesting. I was relatively heavy then, and I had gained, I lost a bunch of weight. I thought about trying to go back in the military. I never did. But it was kind of the first time on my fitness journey that kind of made me think about this, that I really started to think about getting back into shape. And it was with the thought process of potentially going back in to the military to try to serve. So it was interesting. So just again, something that, you know, today was there. So, you know, just take a moment today, you know, kind of remember the people that we lost on 9/11. I had a chance to go to the memorial, and it's incredibly powerful. So if you have any chance to go there, you know, I would say go over and check it out. And it was an interesting week for me because this past week, last Saturday, I was in New Hampshire with some friends of mine, and we saw Toby Keith, and he does a ton for the veterans. I got a chance to go up on stage. I'll throw a picture here in the video and show you, you know, me on stage with Toby getting a chance to sing. It was an incredible moment, and you know, one I'll remember for the rest of my life. You know, I've had some really cool moments in my life, and that's one of them. That goes up there with throwing off the first pitch at Fenway Park, or getting to meet Larry Bird, and you know, just some of those things you're never going to forget. So with that being said, it was a pretty good week fitness-wise. I had a couple of really good Peloton rides, had an awesome 15-minute PR the other day. I think 337 watts in 15 minutes, which for any of my Peloton friends knows that's an absolutely ridiculous ride. Full-on sprint all the way out. I did fall down this week and hurt my shoulder, so you know, it's been pretty sore. It's been feeling a little better. I haven't gone to the doctor yet. I'm contemplating giving it another day or two to see how it feels before I head over, or I may head over to urgent care today and get it taken a look at. I'm not sure, but I'll tell you, you know, last week was a good week weight loss wise. I had lost like 3 pounds, 4 pounds last week, and this week I'm down another pound or 2. So I'm really heading back in the right direction. I was really trending in the wrong direction for a while, and I had shared that with you. I talked about the reset and all the stuff that was going on, but we've been really trending back in the right direction, so I feel great there. I am on vacation this week. I am gonna get some workouts in. You know, today is a beautiful day. My goal is to get a great bike ride in later on today. You know, we'll get a good Peloton ride in today. Maybe shoot some video of you know, some outdoor workouts, maybe some hiking up at the Blue Hills or over at Adams Farm. But we do want to get out and get some good workout videos in this week. And then I am heading down to Orlando to meet some friends of mine. So this vacation weeks are always challenging for me for a couple of reasons. One is, you know, you're away from home. You're typically not as focused on, you know, your diet when you're away, and you don't get the same level of exercise when you're away. So, you know, I'm gonna try to stay really vigilant. The goal is to, you know, not gain more than a couple of pounds. You know, by the end of September, I want to be back to, you know, under 200 consistently and back to that goal. And this is where I was last year. You know, in October, I broke 200 last year, so that's the goal again this year, to get back under 200 in October. And, you know, I've shared with you, I've been somewhere in that, you know, somewhere in the 200s, the low 200s for the last, you know, let's call it 3 months. And, you know, we've gotten as high, you know, as high as 210, right? You know, and then we've moved back and forth. So we're in that right direction again. Feeling really good about where we've been on the diet the last few weeks. I can tell you last week I was really good in the grocery store. Didn't buy a ton of junk, and that's where it all starts for us, right? So we got to be really consistent there. And the days that I focus more on my protein, even more so than the carbs, have been really good for us. So pretty excited about that. You know, again, I look forward to sharing some of the stuff this week with you. I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights. I'm going to SeaWorld's horror event down in Orlando, so hopefully I can share some footage of some of that with you in the video next week as we're doing some of the fitness updates. You know, share just kind of some of the cool stuff we saw there. Had our last car show of the season last night, so with the Blue Hills, you know, Blue Hills Cruise Night crew, and they're just awesome people. That's been a really fun event for us. So yeah, it's been a really interesting week, and as we head into today with 9/11, it's just, there's a lot going on. I would just ask everybody to slow down. You know, as we're heading into fall, right? It's another season, and this is where it gets weird for a lot of people, right? We get into a new season, and we're like, well, I'm gonna eat better, or I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna have the summer barbecue. But then we get into fall, right? And then it's comfort food, right? You're starting to think about, you know, as crazy as it is right now, it's just the beginning of September, but we're starting to think about Thanksgiving, and we run into all the traps of Halloween with all the Halloween candy and all that stuff that's out there. I would just say, you know, Don't put off till Monday. Don't put off till another day. Just slow down today. Get focused on whatever you want to do, whether it's the diet or fitness or both. But you know, it's a new opportunity. You have a new season. You know, it's a new quarter of a year. You know, if you get into this like today and you're passionate, you know, think about where you're going to be at Christmas. You could be 20, 25 pounds down. If you have more weight to lose, you could be 30 or 40 pounds down by Christmas. And think about how your family and friends are going to react. But hopefully this year you can see everybody, maybe even a little more than you did last year. So I'm super excited. Love the change of season for the reason that it's a different change of mindset. And for all of you that know me, I love spring, I love summer, I love fall, I despise winter, so I'm excited for this season. I love that football's back, I love the coolness in the air, that we can sit outside, but we hate winter, so we got to get through the next, you know, the next 6 months and get back into spring, enjoy the fall while we can. But with that being said, if you haven't had a chance to do so far, please hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate everyone that checks out the channel. We will talk with everybody really soon. Look forward to sharing some really cool stuff this week. Like I said, hopefully some workout videos. Hopefully the shoulder's not too bad. And we'll definitely share some of the Halloween Horror Night stuff with you. Talk to everybody soon. Thanks.